The police commissioner maintains murder is down and weighs in on crime bills. The government shantytown demolition exercise continues, much to the dismay of some residents. Phase 1 of Resorts World Bimini's port development complete, plus a sneak peek at the Bahamian Riviera. We've got those stories and more coming up tonight. I'm Dana Smith, and NB12 starts right now. Tonight, 2 days after a man was allegedly gunned down by another man out on bail for murder, Commissioner of Police Ellison Greenslade today told NB12 murder in New Providence is down. The commissioner also weighed in on those crime bills passed in Parliament yesterday. Kyle Joaquin has the story.
The Commissioner of Police says despite there being a general increase of murder across the country, there is actually a decrease of 5 in New Providence. Commissioner Greenslade says for almost a year, serious crime around the country has been down in all categories except murder.
The facts are that for many months now, serious crimes have been down in every single category. The one category that has always been of concern to the wider community has been that category of murders. Murders are down in New Providence as we speak. Murders have been down in New Providence several times over the past few months. And overall, crime is down in every single category in New Providence in double digits. Every single category with the exception of maybe attempted murder, and there is one other category which is not of much concern at this time.
The commissioner said that on a more national scale, murder across the country is up by about 4 or 5. After the Prime Minister's press secretary, Latore Mackey, was gunned down last month, the nation's chief said the government would have to go back to the drawing board and come up with a better strategy to fight crime. However, the commissioner believes the current strategy is working fine and claims the statistics support it.
That I'm required each year, 1st of January, the first week in the year, to produce for the government and the country a policing plan. I am very proud of the policing plan that I gave to the public and to the force. And I'm very, very pleased with the significant results that we've had as a result of those 7 priorities that we launched in January of 2014. We are doing precisely what we said we'd do, and each time we deploy our resources in the manner that I've told my officers to deploy, we have reaped tremendous dividends.
Then there's the package of crime-related bills that passed in Parliament yesterday, one of which specifically speaks to bail. The new law would remove mandatory minimum sentences and basically make it tougher to get bail. The commissioner said it's about time.
The public is aware of what happens on the front end when a person goes before a court of criminal jurisdiction and is remanded. The public is not always aware that a very short time later, that person that was remanded for very serious crime is coming out another door and is back in the community. And then you suddenly hear of another shooting or a number of shooting incidents, and that person turns up dead. That is really disturbing, and I'm hoping that anything we do now going forward, any of us in the Bahamas, in any position of authority, whatever sector we are in, will help us to return to some state of normalcy.
The commissioner added that while he may not speak as frequently as many would like him to, he is being vigilant and ensuring the Royal Bahamas Police Force is ran as efficiently as possible. Reporting for NB12, I'm Kyle Joaquin.
Well, shortly before news time tonight, we learned of another homicide on New Providence. Details are still sketchy at this time, but police report that around 5 p.m. today, 2 men were shot in the Montel Heights area. Police confirmed that one of the men died in hospital and the other is in serious condition. Well, as a part of a pledge to deal with the problem of illegal shantytowns made more than a year ago, residents of one of those communities had to stand by and watch today as the government tore down many of their homes just off Faith Avenue. Simone Davis was there and filed this report.
Residents of a Faith Avenue Haitian village watch as heavy equipment operators tear down homes in this area. Haitian migrants who say they once lived in this area still visited family and friends who remained there. One man says he doesn't know why their homes are being knocked down. He said he just knows that when the Bahamas immigration comes and tells them to leave, they have to leave.
I left there, but I don't know who belong to. You know? Right.
So why are you here
But now anybody suppose when you find no place to stay, you try to make one small house to stay. You know, but now they ask you gone out. Okay? Now I don't know. I don't know what you all supposed to do for me. But not me. I can't live no more there again, no more.
Those who are left say when their homes are torn down, they will move back to their native country. Ms. Joseph says she is a resident of New Providence and fears that her house will be the next one to be demolished. She says she did not receive any notice from the government as yet, but when she does, she has no other choice but to move back to Haiti. She said even that's hard to do because she doesn't have any money.
Go pour Haiti.
Go back Haiti?
Yeah. Come pour one by ticket, l'in avion, go Haiti. No, leave Nassau, Bahamas.
Do all these people leave Nassau, Bahamas and go back Haiti after their house is broken down?
Yeah, go Haiti. Come pour ticket, go Haiti. No, let vin Nassau, Bahamas. Go Haiti now.
You want to go now?
No money. Tuesday, they got money, go Haiti.
She added that she only came to the Bahamas for a better way of life, and now she can't even afford to buy food on a daily basis. When NB12 arrived at the community this morning, most of the homes were empty as many homes were already demolished. Other residents who were still there claimed they received notices from the government giving them 4 weeks to vacate the premises. A government report on Shanty towns released last year stated that there were at least 15 of these communities in New Providence. This probed the government to work diligently to rid the island of these communities. Reporting for NB12, I'm Simone Davis.
3 months before its highly anticipated December preview, executives at Baha Mar say the country's largest single-phase resort development is about 85% complete. Tonight, Vonik Toot takes a closer look at the Bahamian Riviera.
Though the multi-billion-dollar Baha Mar Resort project has a new spring 2015 deadline, Senior VP Robert Sand says about 4,500 Bahamian and Chinese workers are currently on site to ensure the resort is nearly complete by its December preview. Currently, he says the resort project is about 85% complete. He gave us an exclusive tour today, ending with their super chic clubhouse.
We're working towards previews for December. That in itself should tell you how far advanced we are. We are making significant progress on a daily basis. Our booking engine went live on September the 15th, so we're actually now taking reservations as of June 1.
With each passing day, Sand says the $3.5 billion mega resort makes significant progress, giving hope to thousands of job seekers and a new playground for the world's pleasure seekers. The site was buzzing with activity today as construction crews continue work on luxury brand hotels like the Rosewood, SLS Lux, and Grand Hyatt, not to mention the show lake running under a bridge leading to the jewel in the Baha Mar crown, the Baha Mar Hotel and Casino. Sand says they're in an advanced state of readiness.
About 85% complete, that is correct.
How complete would it be by December?
Well, we're going to have previews, so we're going to be close to that 100% figure for previews, but we will still have a significant amount of fine-tuning to do over the 3-4 months after that.
Now, one of the many jewels in the multi-billion-dollar Baha Mar crown is the signature Jack Nicklaus Golf Course. I'm at the iconic hole 16, which overlooks beautiful Lake Cunningham. In order to get a hole-in-one, you'd have to hit your ball over this lake.
It captures the beauty of the Bahamas. It also captures the natural environment that we're in. It shows the elevation of the golf course, and it adds that intensity and challenge to the players once they get to this location.
The 18-hole championship golf course blends beauty with challenge. Officials say it will feature bunker replacement and green design that incorporate the contours of the local landscape while creating a scenic golf course to be enjoyed by amateurs and professionals.
We've had significant interest from professional bodies and PGA, etc., The golf course will be part of the reason in which we would also be able to fill rooms and also generate incremental business in our gaming facility.
The country's largest single-phase resort development was initially expected to open in December 2014. However, the developer is now preparing for a spring 2015 opening. We asked Sands if their partners were concerned about the delay.
Not at all. We've been extremely collaborative. We've worked as partners together to ensure that happened, and they are very excited.
And to ensure Bahar Mar meets its new completion date, Sands says the number of workers on site is at its peak.
We have in excess of maybe 1,250 Bahamian workers to 1,500 Bahamian workers, and an additional 3,000 plus Chinese workers on site. What is also significant is that Bahar Mar has been recruiting as well through Service Academy. And we have significant amount of Bahamians on staff.
Once complete, the resort is expected to dramatically change the look and feel of Cable Beach. Reporting for NB12, I'm Voinik Toot.
Phase 1 of the Port at Resorts World Bimini opened today with Prime Minister Perry Christie and a delegation of cabinet ministers on hand. At the ribbon-cutting ceremony, Resorts World Chairman KT Lim announced that beginning in October, the Bimini Superfast will begin cruise ship trips from Port Everglades 3 times a week, in addition to the 4 times per week it already travels to and from Florida. The chairman said the resort's plans will not only benefit the hotel, but the entire Bimini community.
The daily service by the Bimini Superfast will dramatically improve the quality of life for all Biminites. Fresh produce will arrive on a daily basis, and the cost of transportation goods to Bimini will be significantly reduced.
Tourism Minister Obi Wilchcombe said since the resort opened, his ministry has seen nothing but improvement in tourist numbers to that island.
From Europe, we're seeing an increase of more than 30%, Latin America, 37%, and from Africa, we're seeing an increase, believe it or not, of 57%, all coming because of the new interest they've seen in Bimini and the work done by Genting. We want to thank Genting for this wonderful work.
Prime Minister Perry Christie said for him, it's all about building Bimini as a brand.
And it is intended that the brand here in Bimini will be just as good, and in fact, he says, better. Now, what that means is this. It means that new, upwardly mobile, moneyed young people will be coming into Bimini. And once they come in, they will form the basis of repeat visitation, meaning they're going to like it, they're going to love it, and it's going to be a place that they will come to and make this a very strong destination.
While the ceremony was underway, the Bimini Superfast pulled into the pier with hundreds of visitors coming in from Florida. They were welcomed by the pulsating sounds of a Junkanoo rush out. When NB12 returns, the health minister on those reports of Ebola in the Bahamas, plus flooding around New Providence. Stay with us.